Today we're going to tackle a topic that you probably haven't heard a lot about, but we're going to fill you in. Pee rags. Let's be honest, squatting behind a rock or posting up against a tree trunk is not the most glamorous part of hiking. And when you've had a couple knee surgeries like me, it's not the easiest either, but it's part of the deal. And a crumpled up, soggy piece of toilet paper isn't going to cut it, nor is it best for the environment. And grabbing an old bandana that's you probably found in a bin in your garage where it's covered in dust and maybe a couple of little mouse bites, that's not going to be your best choice either. Today we're diving into the wild and wet world of pee rags by introducing you to Kula Cloth, the first of its kind antimicrobial pee rag designed to be used outside for anyone who squats when they pee. Yes, it's a thing. And trust me, after you watch this review, you will wonder how you've lived outside without one. So if you've ever found yourself doing that awkward dance or running around camp to find the perfect leaf or that perfect stick to wipe, or even dealing with kind of wet pants because you didn't have anything to wipe with, we are about to blow your mind. Let's revolutionize how you pee outside by introducing you to the Kula Cloth. Here it is, my friends. These are Kula Cloths, the first of its kind antimicrobial pee rag designed to be used outside for anyone who squats when they pee. Yes, we're going there. And yes, I have used both of these, but I swear they are clean right now. Now, I know what you're thinking. A pee rag? Isn't that gross? Or is that even necessary? I get it. I've heard it all before. But stay with me because this little scrap of fabric is about to change the way that you handle your business. So a Kula Cloth is made from antimicrobial fabric. Translation, it won't smell like you've been using it for a week or 2 weeks, even if you have been using it for a week or 2 weeks. And check this out. It's got a snap, so you can clip it to the outside of your backpack. No more worrying about a rogue pee rag getting lost in the wilderness or falling off at a really inopportune moment. Obviously, it's compact, it's small, it's lightweight, and I mean, it's really kind of stylish. We got this one for our 7-year-old daughter. That's why it has unicorns and rainbows. But this one was a partnership with Leave No Trace. And honestly, Kula has hundreds of different patterns because they've partnered with a million different artists. So I'm sure you can find one that fits your flair. But there's more to these things than just a little flair. This little hero is more than a convenient solution because it's actually one of the best eco-friendly solutions out there. So let's get real for a second. If you squat when you pee, chances are good that you've had to use toilet paper when you're on the trail. And no one wants to carry out used and soggy toilet paper, but that is what you have to do. Toilet paper, as we all know, isn't exactly built for adventure. It's fragile, it's messy, and it loves to fall apart at the worst possible moment. And don't even get me started on what happens when it rains. But what are your alternatives? You can find a leaf or a rock and hope for the best and really hope that you don't scratch up your nether regions. Or you can wander around in the wilderness and hope that you don't find a pile of used toilet paper shoved under the bushes. And if you came up in the outdoor industry in the late 90s and early 2000s like me, you might have been taught that it's okay to burn your toilet paper, but that's not okay either because today, with the entire forest on fire, it's a really bad idea to intentionally light a forest fire. And of course, you can go grab an old bandana from your garage, but it's not going to dry fast and it's not going to be antimicrobial. So really, what's the point of using it? And honestly, your last option, and the one that I used to use before I discovered Kula, was just nothing. You just kind of stand up and do the little shaky dance and drip dry and hope for the best. But we've all been there and we all know you end up with a wet spot on your pants that is pretty darn gross. So that's where Kula comes in. It's washable, it's reusable, and it's 100% eco-friendly. And it's antimicrobial, so you don't have to worry about germs. Kula Cloth, because taking care of business doesn't mean trashing the planet. Of course, you shouldn't just take my word for it. I'm just a random person on the internet telling you what to buy with your money. Instead, I'd rather introduce you to Anastasia Allison. Anastasia is the founder of Kula Cloth, and she is someone I have known for a very, very long time. I first met Anastasia maybe 8 or 9 or 10 years ago, back when I was a gear editor at Backpacker magazine, and Anastasia was one of my field testers. At the time, she started to tell me about this idea she had for an antimicrobial pee rag, and I will admit, initially, I didn't get it. But now, I do. So Anastasia, I would rather everyone hear it from you. Can you tell us a little bit about how the Kula Cloth came to be? How did you get that idea?
Hey folks, I was a backpacking instructor and I was on a backpacking trip on the Wind River High Route in Wyoming. And I had this wild idea to take photographs of my pea cloth in beautiful locations to send to a friend as a joke. At the time, I was just using a random square of fabric, but there I was. Beautiful sunset. I've got this perfectly framed photograph with the Wind River Range in the background. The colors were just popping. And I'm sort of squatting over to take this picture of my pea cloth tied to my trekking pole. And it was like this idea just popped into my head. Why isn't that a real piece of gear? And I looked at all of the gear that I had brought on this incredible backpacking trip and realized that the one thing that I was putting in contact with arguably the most sensitive part of my entire body looked like I had just pulled it out of a rag bin. And I thought to myself, I wonder if that's something I could design. So took me a few years, but lo and behold, the Kula Cloth was born.
Okay, so I get that it's your product, it's your baby, you know and love it. But can you tell us a bit more about why it's so unique? Why is Kula Cloth different or special compared to anything else on the market?
Kula Cloth did not start out in its current form, and I want to show you what the very first Kula Cloth looks like. So this is my very first attempt at sewing a Kula Cloth. Just remember, everything starts somewhere. Boop! I'm going to tell you about the features of a Kula Cloth, what makes it so special. This is what a Kula Cloth looks like today. This one features some beautiful art. All of our Kula Cloths feature original art that either directly benefits the artist who created the design or is a collaboration with a nonprofit or a brand, but they're all beautiful designs so that it becomes a conversation piece. And that's a big part of Kula, is creating community and conversation around hygiene and not having it be something that's taboo. The art side of the Kula Cloth is waterproof so that you don't get your hands dirty when you pat dry with the antimicrobial absorbent side. Then you can snap it back to your backpack. You can then double snap it closed so that that used side isn't touching your pack, or if you set your backpack down on the dirt, it's not getting that side dirty with whatever might be on the trail. The other cool feature that I love is that this little strip right here is actually reflective thread. I love the Kula Cloth. I mean, I'm a little biased, but I think it's a pretty cool piece of gear, and most people I know who start using one say that they can't imagine not having one when they head out on the trail. So I hope you love it as much as I do.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. I've talked a lot about a Kula Cloth, I've showed it to you, but now let's really explain to you how it works. Yes, things are about to get a little weird. Oh, they don't even know what's coming. So I really thought long and hard about this, but let's be real. We are talking about a pee rag. And there is no way on this earth I'm going to sit here on YouTube and show you how to use a pee rag while I am squatting in the woods. But we came up with a good plan. Fortunately, Anastasia and her team at Kula Cloth have already taken care of this for us. Compliments of a unicorn.
How to Kula, I will tell in this rhyme. You'll have it down right away. It won't take me much time. This side is waterproof, and it features designs of artists who create masterpieces divine. This side is absorbent, antimicrobial too, Use it for pee. It's not meant for poo. This silver thread, it'll reflect in the night when you're stumbling around with only a small light. Just snap to your pack, boots on trail or a bike, a boat or RV. Use it for whatever you like. If you squat when you pee, then Kula is for you. When it's time for you to go, here's what you do. Unsnap from your pack. Hold the snaps, not the cloth. Please don't be aggressive when you take the Kula off. Now find a good spot, some facila trees perchance. Now pee just like normal, but you don't have to dance. Farewell, O ye drip dry, farewell, OTP. It's time now to Kula and experience the glee. Pat dry with the soft side, hold in place for a scotch. This will feel like you've upgraded to first class from coach. Pull up your trousers and dry as can be. Take a moment to savor such a comfortable pee. Snap it back to your pack. Double snap if you wish. This will keep the Kula clean if you put your pack in a ditch. Use it over and over. It's truly our hope. At the end of the day, rinse with water and soap. Hang to dry and that's it. It'll wait patiently for your next fun adventure and the next time that you pee. Now this is important. Listen to what I say. When you see someone else with a Kula, don't let the moment slip away. Say hi, give a smile, or even a wink. Us humans are more connected than we know or we think. A tiny piece of gear, a moment in time. The truth of it all lives even in this rhyme. Wherever you are, friend, I don't know much, but this I do. The world is a much better place with you.
That was awesome. Anastasia, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come chat with us. We really, really appreciate it. So yeah, sustainable, compact, lightweight, versatile, eco-friendly. I'm out of fingers. What else could you want in a pee rag? So if you've been doing your research, you probably came across this review that was published this summer on Backpacker magazine. And one of the reviewers was not exactly singing the praises of Kula. In fact, she called it unnecessary. And I think she even said it was just one more thing you needed to buy. The article also goes on to say a Kula Cloth is just more trouble than it's worth. It says, one of the best things about hiking is that you have the freedom to drop trout at a moment's notice whenever the mood or scenery strikes you. But if you have a pee rag to worry about, you can't just kick into a wide stance and let loose. Instead, you have to remove your pack delicately to avoid tossing your pee cloth in the dirt, unfasten the rag, and then discreetly carry it into the woods with you. Once you've done your business, you must then carry it, dripping, back to the trail, refasten it, and hoist a backpack covered in moist pee. If your bag is heavy, you must sling it under your shoulder carefully to avoid whipping your partner in the face with your urine-soaked pennant. So yeah, Backpacker was not convinced. But here's the thing about Kula cloths and pee rags in general. They're not about just necessity. Sure, they're about sustainability. They're about convenience. Yes, they're a little bit about necessity. But more importantly, they're about having gear specific to women's needs. So yeah, in my opinion, I think a Kula cloth is a great thing for all of the reasons we've already discussed. But more than that, it's about inclusivity. It's about finally acknowledging that half of the outdoor participants in the mountains, on the trails, in the woods, have to squat when they pee. And they can't just shake it off the way the other half can. It's about acknowledging that and working to come up with solutions for 50% of the population. So whether you're a solo backpacker, a camping enthusiast, or just someone looking to make your outdoor adventures a bit more convenient, give the Kula cloth a shot. Who knows? You might just find it becomes a staple in your gear lineup. Have you tried the Kula cloth? If you have, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts, comments below, and let me know what you think. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe below for more outdoor trips, stories, and skills, all for outdoor women.